Every day that I stepped on the basketball court, even though I was on top of the world, I felt like I had something to prove.
Yes, I do. I wanna be like mine. Oh, yeah. I wanna be like mine. Like mine. Like mine. Gotta be like mine. Be like mine. Wanna be like mine. Be like mine. Gotta be like mine. Be like mine.
After Michael Jordan's final season, the NBA gave him yet another Most Valuable Player award and said the reason is simple. After 13 seasons, you still go out every night and play like Michael Jordan.
When Jordan would go out for the spotlight introduction, he would look up into the stands and he would realize that there was at least someone up there that night who had never seen him before, who had never seen him again. And this would be the one Michael Jordan moment they ever had. And he would say he was playing for those people there.
We had a 6-game road trip. Michael had some spasms in his lower back, and we literally had to, carry him off the bus, off the plane, to the bus, from the bus to the hotel. It amazed me. He went out and got 40 points that night. This is the kind of player he was. He wanted everybody to see his special skill, and he didn't want people that love basketball not to have that opportunity.
When the playoffs began, in his heart, Michael already knew that these would be his last games. But this would be no nostalgic farewell tour. He was determined to go out on his own terms, as a champion. The Bulls' first-round opponents were the New Jersey Nets, young and full of hope. Michael was dominant. It was a 3-game sweep, built on mental toughness as much as physical talent. And for Michael, the way to develop the mind had always been through the heart.
A lot of parents are asking me, well, what advice would you give my kids? And my advice would be, let them just enjoy the game.
From that mountain that you never thought you'd climb.
I think what they have to learn more about at the young age is their love for the game. And once they develop that, then the mental part is easy.
Did you ever fall in love with a vision soaring through your mind? Did you ever know the feeling of glory?
I didn't really get instruction until I was a junior in high school. First, I just loved the game, and I let my skills develop. So I believe in learning late, playing early, but learning late.
Michael's love of the game was born in his hometown of Wilmington, North Carolina, during long afternoons on the playground. His older brother Larry helped Michael hone his game in their epic battles of one-on-one at their backyard hoop. But Michael's first hard lesson would come when he tried out for the varsity team at Laney High.
When I was a sophomore in high school, like most high school kids, you get all the energy and all the motivation and excitement of making your varsity team, which is a big thing. Status is a lot when you're in high school. So you can imagine the disappointment that I got when I felt like I should have made the team, but then didn't make the team. I'm crying, I lost my emotions totally. My mother came to me and said, use that energy to prove to the coach and to your peers and your classmates that they made a mistake.
You give it your best. You try so hard, and you get to the point, I know I can't do it. And if you try one more time, you're able to achieve it. It's going one step further. That's not giving up. It's giving your best. I only will walk away when I know I do not have anything else to give.
The disappointment was so deep, like a cut. It struck the fire in me to make sure that I never endure that type of pain again.
In the second round of the playoffs, Michael returned home with a vengeance. Playing the Charlotte Hornets, it would be Michael's last professional appearance in North Carolina.
It's always been a treat to come back home when you've grown up here and you go out, become a man on your own, and then come back home to show what's evolved in that person.
For fans who had watched him since his days as a Carolina schoolboy, what emerged now was not just the skill, but the willpower. Those who remembered his raw potential now saw the results of a lifetime of hard work.
He would go to JV practice, and then he'd go to varsity practice. We played ball games, and after games were over, he'd run what we call suicides or line drills. He'd run those by himself.
I just marveled at his work habits even then. With his competitiveness, to go with all that dedication, it was something to see.
The weakest part of Michael's game on the offensive end was his shooting. So he obviously mastered something that everybody said he couldn't do when he came out of college. And he did it by shooting, shooting, and shooting, and shooting consistently. The other thing that people told him that he wasn't a really good defensive player. And he found a way not only to become a great defensive player, but the best defensive player in the NBA. This guy said, those are my weaknesses. I'm going to figure out how to make those my strengths. And he did it.
I got a glimpse, really, of Michael Jordan and what he was all about the first time I ever coached him. About 2 minutes to go in the game, I called a timeout. We were down 2. It was right there in the balance. And I had some little powder on my mouth from where I chewed some gum and chewed it so hard that it really become powder. And Michael grabbed a cup of water and he handed it to me and he said, take a drink of this water, clear that stuff off your mouth. I'm not gonna let you lose your first game.
The level of faith that I have in anything in life is taught to you from your parents. It is the trait that I would never trade anything for. And if I can ever pass anything on to my kids, it would be optimistic about everything in life.
He was only a freshman at the University of North Carolina, but with the 1982 NCAA championship at stake, his team's fate was in his hands, and he never hesitated.
Goes back to Michael Jordan, jumper from out on the left. The Tar Heels are going to win the national championship.
After I hit the shot, my father came to me and said, this was the start of something big. He didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it was, but I did believe him.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Flight 23. Please make sure your seatbelts are securely fastened and extinguish all smoking materials.
Michael came along at a time when globalization really was occurring and an explosion in media was occurring. And he helped drive that explosion.
Yo, Mike, what makes you the best player in the universe? Is it the haircut?
No, Mars.
Is it the shoes?
There's been so many things that he's popularized. The shorts, the shoes, must be the shoes.
Money's gotta be the shoes. Shoes.
I think Michael's transcended every boundary of gender and race and age and sport. I think he's become a sort of a part of our everyday culture.